In 1978, during a routine patrol on the Pacific Ocean, the US Navy's USS Stein, a Knox-class frigate, suddenly lost its radar system responsible for identifying submarine threats. When it was examined, engineers found something unimaginable that shook them to their very core. The massive 60,000-pound dome attached to the front of the ship's hull was covered in long, deep scratches and gouges, some as long as 4 feet. The large tears covered around 8% of the surface of the dome. Embedded in the scratches were large hooks, which appeared to be biological in origin. The damage was beyond what any known sea creature at the time could inflict. In 1997, an array of hydrophones, originally designed to detect Soviet submarines, recorded an unusual underwater sound. This mysterious noise, which became known as the bloop, was unlike anything they had ever encountered before. The bloop was detected at such frequency that indicated it was likely made by an enormous living creature, far larger than even the blue whale, the largest known animal on Earth. The deep sea has always been the point of fascination for a lot of people. Marine researchers have made exemplary attempts at untangling the web of mystery that covers this part of the ocean, and it is thanks to them we now have a better idea of the kind of monstrous creatures that lie in the deep sea. Hidden in the depths of the ocean, where light barely penetrates, lives a creature both fascinating and enigmatic, the ghost shark, also known as the chimera. The chimera belonged to an ancient group of fishes whose origin can be traced back 420 million years. With a body length ranging from 60 to 200 centimeters, the ghost shark's smooth, scaleless form glides through the dark waters. Its large, expressive eyes are specially adapted to see in the low-light conditions of the deep sea. Ghost sharks are usually pale or grayish in color, giving them a ghostly appearance. Instead of having many sharp teeth that keep getting consistently replaced like other sharks, chimeras have 6 large permanent tooth plates which grow continuously through their entire life. The pectoral fins are large enough to generate lift and a relaxed forward momentum, giving the chimera the appearance of flying through the water. Ghost sharks are carnivorous, feeding on a diet of small fish, crustaceans, and mollusks. They use their strong jaws and plate-like teeth to crush their prey. Chimeras are found in oceans worldwide, mostly in deep waters. They are commonly located at depths ranging from 200 to 2,600 meters, in both the twilight zone and the midnight zone. The dark abyss known as the deep sea, a world shrouded in darkness and mystery, holds many unsolved and unimaginable enigmas. From monstrous creatures to ancient shipwrecks, the ocean's depths hold stories that defy belief. The deep sea, with its whispered secrets and ancient enigmas, remains a realm untamed and unexplored. There were once tales about a massive eye seen lurking in the depth of the ocean. It was referred to as the blood-red eye of the ocean. The eye belonged to the colossal squid, the real-life Kraken. The colossal squid is one of the most mysterious and elusive creatures of the deep sea. It is the largest of all squid species, with estimates of its length reaching up to 10 to 14 meters, which makes the colossal squid as large as or even larger than a school bus. They can weigh up to 495 kilograms, making them not only the largest but also the heaviest squid species. They have a large mantle, wide body, and shorter tentacles compared to giant squids. Their tentacles are equipped with rotating hooks, which are unique among squid species. They have the largest eyes in the animal kingdom, measuring up to 27 kilometers or roughly 10 inches in diameter. These enormous eyes help them detect light in the dark depths of the ocean. They inhabit the deep southern ocean, particularly around Antarctica, They have been found at depths of 1000 meters and more, mainly in the midnight zone. They prefer cold, deep water environments where they can hunt and avoid predators. Colossal squids are carnivorous, primarily feeding on large fish like the Patagonian toothfish and other deep-sea squid species. Their main predator is the sperm whale, which has been found with colossal squid remains in its stomach. Very few specimens have been captured or observed alive. Most of the knowledge comes from dead specimens found in the stomachs of sperm whales or occasionally caught by deep-sea fishing vessels. More than 70% of the surface of our planet is covered by ocean. However, 90% of that ocean is what considered as the deep sea, and most of it still to this day remain unexplored. We know more about what's happening thousands of light years away in space than what's happening at the bottom of our oceans, which makes us wonder why humanity is more interested in and devoted more money to space exploration than ocean exploration. More people have walked on the moon than have explored the deepest parts of the ocean. The deep sea has always intrigued marine biologists, oceanographers, and scientists in general. The deep sea refers to the part of the ocean that is below the photic zone, where sunlight does not penetrate and light begins to dwindle. The top 200 meters of the ocean is known as the euphotic zone. What is known as the deep sea or the deep ocean starts at the depths of about 200 meters or 656 feet and extends to the ocean floor, reaching depths of over 11,000 meters and 36,000 feet in places like the Mariana Trench. In the darkness of the deep sea dwells an enigmatic cephalopod with its cloak-like appearance and adaptations suited for the abyss. This is the vampire squid. Found in the twilight zone and the midnight zone at depths of 600 and 1200 meters, they thrive in oxygen-depleted waters where other predators may struggle, using their unique adaptations to survive in these extreme conditions. Vampire squids are relatively small. They have a gelatinous body with webbing between their arms. This gives them a cloak-like appearance when their arms are spread. Unlike true squids, they lack the ability to eject ink. Their coloration ranges from dark red to velvety black, contributing to their vampire-like name and appearance. Despite their ominous appearance, vampire squids are not aggressive. They are detritivores, primarily feeding on marine snow, particles of dead or decaying organic matter that sink from the ocean's surface. Vampire squids possess light-producing organs called photophores. Their large icy blue eyes are adapted to detect bioluminescent light, aiding in navigation and locating prey. The deep sea is known for its high pressure, low temperature, low nutrient availability, and complete and utter darkness. Despite these harsh conditions, the deep sea is home to a diverse range of life forms like this. A lot of these creatures and life forms have garnered unique adaptations to survive in such an environment. These adaptations include bioluminescence, specialized feeding mechanisms, and slow metabolic rates. The deep sea is one of the least explored areas on Earth. It holds many mysteries and is a subject of ongoing scientific research, revealing new species and ecosystems that challenge our understanding of life and adaptation. For a long time, scientists believed that it was impossible for fish to survive in conditions below 8,200 meters. They were proven wrong when Australian and Japanese researchers found one at a record-shattering 8,336 meters in the Izu-Ogasawara Trench, south of Japan. In fact, the Hadal Zone is home to a rich, if somewhat alien, ecosystem of marine life. One of these life forms is known as the snailfish, particularly the Mariana Hadal snailfish. The Mariana snailfish have adapted to the extreme pressures and cold temperatures of the deep sea. They lack a swim bladder, which helps them remain neutrally buoyant in the water column. They have a soft, gelatinous body with a tapered tail and rounded fins. Their skin is often translucent or lightly pigmented, which helps them blend into their dark surroundings. These fish are generally slow-moving and feed on small crustaceans, mollusks, and other deep-sea invertebrates. The ocean is divided into several distinct layers. Each layer is defined by its depth and amount of sunlight it receives. The epipelagic zone or the sunlight zone extends from the surface to a depth of 200 meters and receives ample sunlight, allowing photosynthesis to occur. Right below this is the mesopelagic zone, aka the twilight zone. This ranges from 200 to 1000 meters and experiences a minimal sunlight penetration. Deeper still is the bathypelagic zone or the midnight zone, spanning depths of 1000 to 4000 meters where no sunlight reaches and the environment is in complete darkness. Beyond this lies the abyss, from 4000 to 6000 meters, also in perpetual darkness. The deepest layer of the ocean is found in ocean trenches. It is called the Hadal zone, extending from 6000 meters to the ocean's deepest point, also known as the Challenger Deep, at about 11,000 meters, where sunlight is entirely absent. The tallest peak in the world, Mount Everest, is 8,849 meters in height, which makes the Mariana Trench even deeper than the tallest peak in the world. The Mariana Trench is not the deepest point of the ocean, it is merely the one that has been reached by human inventions. Since less than 5% of the ocean has been explored, there's no way of knowing how deep the ocean really is. One of the most interesting looking and widely popular deep-sea creature is the anglerfish. This creature has been popularized in movies and other mediums as the mascot of the deep sea. These are fascinating deep-sea dwellers known for their unique appearance and remarkable hunting adaptations. Anglerfish vary greatly in size, ranging from a few centimeters to over a meter long. They have large heads, enormous mouths filled with sharp teeth, and a distinctive bioluminescent lure that extends from their heads. Their coloration tends to be dark, helping them blend into the deep-sea environment. Anglerfish are found in various ocean depths, but the most famous ones inhabit the deep sea, particularly the midnight zone. They are carnivorous, preying on fish and other small creatures. Being ambush predators, they remain motionless and use their lure to entice prey. Their lure, called an esca, contains bioluminescent symbiotic bacteria that produce light and attracts prey close to their mouths, where they can quickly snap them up. Observing anglerfish in their natural habitat is challenging due to the depths at which they live. Most knowledge comes from specimens caught by deep-sea trawlers and footage from submersibles. The next creature looks like something straight out of a nightmare. This is the bigfin squid. The only sightings of this long and terrifying creature has been of the juvenile members of its species, which begs the question, if this is a juvenile, how big are the adults or even the older bigfin squids? Their long arms and tentacles can reach up to 15 to 20 times the length of their main body, the mantle. These squids inhabit deep-sea environments, typically found at depths ranging from 2,000 to 4,700 meters. They are widespread, with sightings recorded in the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. They are believed to be slow-moving and use their long lives to capture prey in the deep ocean. Despite the increased sightings, the bigfin squid remains one of the most enigmatic deep-sea creatures due to the difficulty in studying them in their natural habitat. The deep-sea dragonfish is a fascinating and fearsome predator of the deep ocean. Dragonfish are found at depths ranging from 200 to 2000 meters, although some species may inhabit even deeper waters. They are adapted to withstand the extreme pressures of the deep sea, which would crush many other organisms. Their skin is dark, often black or dark brown, helping them blend into the pitch-black surroundings of the deep ocean. They have large, sharp, fang-like teeth that are transparent, making them nearly invisible to prey. Their teeth and jaws are adapted to capture and hold on to prey in the darkness of the sea. They also possess light-producing organs called photophores along their body, which they use to attract prey and communicate. They can also produce red light, which is unique as most deep-sea creatures are only capable of producing blue or green light. The deep sea is also filled with natural objects like hydrothermal vents, manganese nodules, whale falls, methane hydrates, and deep-sea coral reefs. Whale carcasses that sink to the ocean floor, providing a temporary but rich food source for deep-sea organisms. Man-made objects and vessels have also sunk into the depth of the ocean throughout the history of mankind and now remain on the ocean floor, some serving as ecosystems for deep-sea life. Historical and modern shipwrecks such as the Titanic rests at about 3,800 meters or 12,500 feet deep. Also resting on the ocean floor are military and civilian submarines that have sunk, including the USS Thrasher, the K-129, and the recent Titan submersible. Wreckage of drowned airplanes, such as parts of the Air France Flight 447 and the hunt for Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370. Sometimes divers find ancient submerged structures and artifacts while diving deep into the ocean, revealing human history and activity. The deep sea to this day remains an enigma. The ocean is a dimension of its own, where the boundaries of reality blur into the unknown. In this abyss, time seems to hold its breath, and the weight of silence presses upon you. It is a place where the ordinary ceases to exist, and the extraordinary becomes the norm, an alien world just beneath our feet, yet infinitely distant. The deep sea is a relentless reminder of nature's unfathomable depths, a chilling testament to the vastness of what we have yet to discover, and perhaps what we are not meant to know. As we dive more into its depths, we are left with more questions than answers. There's a lot of creatures that I haven't mentioned in this video that are equally fascinating and mysterious. Creatures such as the giant squid, the Dumbo octopus, the fang-toothed fish, the barrel-eye fish, the gulper eel, the deep-sea hatchetfish, giant isopods, the frilled shark, the deep-sea jellyfish, the black swallower, the deep-sea cucumber, the deep-sea lizardfish, and deep-sea worms are found all over the depths of the ocean. If there's enough demand to make another video describing these creatures, I'd be happy to do so. Watch this video next if you like this one. Subscribe to get notified when I upload more videos like this. Many thanks for watching.